That crispy, salty, incredibly addictive treat you're holding right now, maybe even munching on this very moment. Could it be the product of coincidence, a chef's anger, and even a dash of racism? Yes, the birth of the potato chip is far stranger, a bit darker, and definitely more fried than you ever imagined. Today, we'll uncover global secrets you've never heard, surprising espionage tales that started in a restaurant and conquered the world, and even how it influenced the fate of World War II. Ready? Here's the unexpected and utterly unpredictable history of the potato chip. Anger, revenge, and an icon born by mistake. The Saratoga shade restaurant legend? Fact or fiction? Summer 1853, Saratoga Springs, New York. A vacation spot for the rich and social elite. At one of the luxurious restaurants like Moon's Lake House worked George Crum, a talented chef of Native American and African American descent. Legend has it that one customer, some sources say it was the wealthy and capricious shipbuilder Cornelius Vanderbilt, kept complaining the French fries were too thick, too soft. Crum sent them back thinner and thinner, but the customer still wasn't satisfied. Finally, Crum's patience snapped. He wanted revenge. He sliced the potatoes paper thin, fried them in sizzling oil, and doused them in salt. His aim? To punish the customer with something hard to chew. But the unexpected happened. The customer loved this accidental creation, this ultra-crispy salt bomb. The restaurant even added these new Saratoga chips to the menu as a specialty. The revolution comes home. The birth of packaged chips and spied Laura Scudder. Saratoga chips were popular but fragile. Hard to transport, hard to store. In the 1890s, a Cleveland grocer named William Tappenden had an idea: sell chips in small packages. It was successful, but a problem remained: staleness and breakage. The bags weren't airtight. Then, in the late 1920s, in California, an enterprising woman named Laura Scudder revolutionized things. Laura had worked various jobs, from nursing to legal secretary, before joining the family chip business. Watching workers scoop chips from large barrels into paper bags, Laura had an idea one evening while sewing at home: why don't my sisters and I sew bags out of wax paper, put the chips in while they're still hot, and seal the tops with an iron? If it's airtight, they'll stay fresh. And they tried it. This was the world's first airtight chip bag. The chips stayed fresher, broke less, and lasted much longer. Scudder's company grew rapidly. But here's the pub trivia bomb: how did Laura Scudder's brilliant idea spread? Through spying. Competitors hired actual spies to uncover the secret of Scudder's mysterious airless bags. One rival owner even disguised himself as a truck driver to infiltrate Scudder's factory and steal the packaging method. He was caught, of course. So, the invention of the chip bag is one of the earliest examples of industrial spy. Packaging problem solved, chips were everywhere. But another huge problem remained: flavor consistency. Not every potato is the same, every fry wasn't identical. How was this inconsistency overcome? The answer lies in space-age technology and a mathematical genius's secret. Standardizing chips, the rise of Lay's, and Pringles space-age design. Herman Warden Lay. Recognize that name? Of course, Lay's. Starting as a chip salesman in the 1930s, Lay built a giant chip empire by merging small companies. But Herman Lay's real major contribution, sin, according to some pure flavor enthusiasts. Standardizing the chips. He meticulously worked on potato varieties, frying times, and salt levels to minimize variation. He made a variety called Betsy the primary ingredient. This ensured the flavor was the same in every bag and built brand trust. The slogan "Betcha can't eat just one" was born in this era. But here's the little-known awesome detail: standard chips are great, but they kept breaking. A radical solution came from Procter & Gamble, P&G. In the 1960s, P&G researchers were tasked with creating an unbreakable, uniformly shaped chip. Led by chemist Frederick Bauer, the team made a dough from potato powder, starch, and water, pressing and baking it in a special mold. Result: Pringles. And that iconic curved shape and tube? Bauer mathematically calculated the hyperbolic paraboloid shape, resistant to breakage and fitting comfortably in the mouth. The tube design was inspired by NASA's space food packaging research. So, Pringles is essentially a product of the space age and mathematics. Chips are now a global phenomenon. But this global journey spawned incredible cultural diversity. Did you know Japan has seaweed-flavored chips, Belgium has apple sauce chips, Egypt has full Medammes chips? And chips even served as a morale booster for soldiers on the battlefield. How? Let's now turn our focus to the world. Becoming a global phenomenon. Wars, cultures, and mind-boggling flavors. World War II was one of the key factors that catapulted the chip to global stardom. American soldiers overseas craved a taste of home. Chips were portable, filling, and morale-boosting. The US government supported chip production as a strategic commodity. After the war, returning soldiers brought their chip consumption habits home. This is how the chip explosion began in Europe and Asia. Cultural diversity bomb examples. Japan, nori shio, seaweed and salt, is a cult favorite. But there's also pizza potato, chips with actual melted cheese and ham bits. The Doritofication of chips, you could say. Mexico, limon, heavy lime, and chili pepper, are classics. But salsa verde, green chili sauce, and even pulque, flavored like the traditional Maya fermented drink, exist. UK, prawn cocktail is a national treasure. Weird but beloved. Worcestershire sauce flavored are also famous. India, magic masala, spice blend, revolutionized the market. But there's also sour cream and sweet chili, not just sour cream and onion. Veggie-friendly, dairy-free versions are important. Thailand, green curry chicken flavored chips. They genuinely taste meaty. Weird snacks like spinach cheese balls also exist. Egypt, fowl Medammes, Egypt's national dish, spiced fava bean mash, flavored chips are sold on the streets. Belgium, not just potatoes. Croustilles, chips, made from apple sauce, coated in sugar. Sweet and salty fusion. Brazil, stroganoff-flavored chips are hugely popular. A creamy, mushroomy flavor. This diversity isn't just about flavor. In South Korea, one brand puts photos of K-pop stars and even concert ticket vouchers in chip bags. In Japan, limited edition luxury chip bags dusted with edible gold leaf are sold as gifts. All this flavor fest and cultural diversity is great. But what about health? Are chips really empty calories? Or is a sustainable and even healthy future possible? What's happening in science labs? And there's also a dark side. Health concerns, science's answer, and the future of chips. Traditional frying increases oil absorption. Salt levels are high. These concerns mobilized a massive industry. Baked chips, the first major step away from frying oil. But hard to match the flavor and texture of fried. Vacuum frying, frying at lower temperatures, leading to less oil absorption. A more expensive method. Alternative ingredients, lentil flour, chickpea flour, buckwheat, vegetables, beetroot, carrot, kale, even insect protein. Promising higher protein, fiber, and lower carbs. They push the definition of chip. Flavor engineering, using umami bombs, tomato powder, mushroom extract, yeast extract, and natural spices to reduce salt. The rise of premium flavors like cocktail tomato, roasted garlic, truffle. Sustainability, biodegradable packaging, still a tough battle, locally sourced potatoes, converting waste oil to biodiesel. But here's the dark and interesting side, chip mouth. The intense salt and fat combination nearly paralyzes your taste buds, forcing you to keep eating. Scientifically, this combo overstimulates the brain's reward center. So, there's a biological reason you can't eat just one. What about the future? 3D printed chips with personalized flavor profiles? Healthy chips with probiotics? Chips cooked with air, zero fat? Maybe. But now, at the end of this incredible journey, it's time to go back to the beginning. A coincidence's global scream. That summer in 1853, Saratoga Springs, whether it was an angry chef or a careful sister, one slice of potato falling into hot oil. It was just one bite. But this simple coincidence sparked a global phenomenon that intertwined cultures, influenced wars, birthed giant industries, occupied science, and became part of daily life worldwide. The potato chip isn't just a snack, it's a surprising mirror reflecting invention, marketing, globalization, cultural exchange, and even a bit of caprice. The next time you bite into a chip, taste not just the salt and potato, but also this incredible, unexpected, crispy crunchy history. So what do you think? What will the future of chips bring? Write your wildest chip idea in the comments. Favorite rare flavor? Japan pizza or Egypt fowl? Let's discuss on the comments.